In the town of Reggio Emilia in northern Italy, after World War II, there was a need for a new educational system. Based on the life of Loris Malaguzzi, who was an early childhood educator who founded the educational philosophy known as the Reggio Emilia approach. He was instrumental in the creation of a network of municipal preschools and infant toddler centers in the Italian town of Reggio Emilia. He was born in Reggio, Italy in 1920 and passed away in Reggio Emilia in 1994. The Reggio Emilia approach was one based on the need to best educate children after World War II. It was an educational philosophy and pedagogy focused on preschool and primary education. This approach is a student-centered and constructivist, self-guided curriculum that uses self-directed, experiential learning in relationship-driven environments. The program is based on the principles of respect, responsibility, and community through exploration, discovery, and play. At the core of the philosophy is an assumption that children form their own personality during the early years of development, and that they are endowed with 100 languages through which they can express their ideas. The aim of the Reggio Emilia approach is to teach children how to use these symbolic languages, example of painting, sculpting, and drama in everyday life. This approach was developed after World War II, and the parents and the village. This approach looks like this in its form. So, parent involvement is incredibly important in nurturing the idea that there are 100 languages. So, with working with the parents, community, and teachers, and the environment in which the students are learning, they can plan, facilitate, observe, reflect, document what children are learning. The poem 100 Languages was written by Loris Malaguzzi, and it reads, "No way, the 100 is there. The child is made of 100. The child has 100 languages, 100 hands, 100 thoughts, 100 ways of thinking, of playing, of speaking, 100, always 100, ways of listening, of marveling, of loving, 100 joys for singing and understanding, 100 worlds to discover, 100 worlds to invent, 100 worlds to dream. The child has 100 languages and 100 more, but they steal 99. The school and the culture separate the head from the body. They tell the child to think without hands, to do without head, to listen and not to speak, to understand without joy, to love and to marvel only at Easter and Christmas. They tell a child to discover the world already there, and of the 100 they steal 99. They tell the child that work and play, reality and fantasy, science and imagination, sky and earth, reason and dream are things that do not belong together, and thus they tell the child that the 100 is not there. The child says, "No way, the 100 is there."